This is everything you need to know about children's picture books. We've talked about category, we've talked about concept, we've talked about message, we've talked about voice, and now we need to talk about who your story is for. The reason I've saved this topic for last is because it's surprisingly tricky. It's going to depend a lot on your story's intent and a little bit of semantics. The semantics come into play in how you ask the question. Who is a story for versus who is a book for? If you Google children's book age ranges, you're going to get a variety of answers, and that's because they're combining these, what I think should be two different definitions. A story is for an intended audience. A book is for an intended reader. And that distinction is going to drastically impact how you compose your story. A classic touch and feel book like Pat the Bunny or This Baby Animals book are aimless books with 0 to 3-year-olds as the intended readers. These books can be read to the child, but they can also be enjoyed by the child by themselves. So these are books for toddlers. However, Press Here, which is also an interactive aimless book for the very young, is designed to be read to the child by a grown-up. So Press Here is a story for 0 to 3 or even 4-year-olds. See the difference? How an audience will interact with a book will impact the book's range of enjoyment. Let's do another example. The Cat in the Hat is designed as an early reader. The hardest words in the book are mother, house, and thing. So as a book, it's suitable to be read by ages 6, maybe 5 to 8. But as a story, it can be enjoyed by ages 3 to 5 as well. How the Grinch Stole Christmas has the opposite effect. As a book, it's intended to be read by ages 8 to 10, but as a story, it can be enjoyed by everybody at your Christmas party. We'll talk about intent in the next video, but for now the takeaway is that if you want to write a book for a specific reader, then you'll want to hone your content, your illustrations, and your word choice to be accessible and targeted specifically for that reader. But if you want your book to have a wider reach, then you'll want to craft a story that's engaging to a wider audience.